Thank you. Thank you guys for joining our show. For those who don't remember or don't know me, my name is Uliana. I am originally from Kyiv, Ukraine. I work here as a translator and matchmaker. I used to attend many socials, so anything you have, any questions you have about Ukraine or socials or how everything is handled, you can go ahead and ask.
All right. And we do have a poll question for you guys tonight. Are you planning to dress up for this upcoming Halloween? Are you gonna dress up for this Halloween?
Probably. I mean, you know, Ukrainians, they don't really celebrate Halloween that much. It's a lot of people take this holiday as anti-Christian holiday. I mean, I'll think about it. I dressed up last year just for the office party we had, like a little party. I was hippie. So yeah, nothing really crazy, but yeah, I'll think about it still.
I don't have a costume either, but so
yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
All right, guys. I just wanted to remind you, we do have a seminar in Boston coming up on November 8th. You can RSVP on the website, or you can call our office line and just leave your information. We'll put you on the list. We need to know how many of you guys come and to make sure we accommodate everybody. So John and Tanya are going to be doing this seminar, sharing all this information about international marriage and dating. There are going to be some returning clients that done our tour, so they can share their experience. And you can just come in, you know, listen through that, ask your questions. There's gonna be some food and drinks, and it'll usually last about 4 hours. So I definitely recommend to attend our upcoming Boston seminar.
Sometimes 5 hours, actually. Yeah, I've attended a couple seminars, and yeah, I can tell. I highly recommend you guys to join those seminars because, first of all, you're getting a bunch of information about everything. You can ask any questions you want. Secondly, yeah, of course, drinks and food is also important. But yeah, you guys are also getting some discounts for the tours if you would like to get a tour. So yeah, you should definitely join. It's free, and it will give you a lot of information for sure.
And of course, we're gonna have seminar only discounts because our tours are never on sale, but that's only time when you can save money. It's when you sign up at the seminar. So definitely recommend to attend one, especially if you're thinking of taking a tour in the future. It's actually really good discounts.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
And speaking of group tours, we do have several left before the end of the year. That would be Cartagena next week. So you still can get your ticket and fly to Colombia and meet beautiful Colombian ladies. We do have Shenzhen following week, November 13th. Still have some spots left. And we technically do have a tour to Kyiv at the end of the month that I'm leading, but that one is sold out. So unfortunately, you cannot get on that one, but the next one is going to be in April. So I'd recommend to put in your reservation pretty soon. Well, so that's it for this year. But we have some really cool videos for you guys. As you know, we recently completed Peruvian tour. So we have feedback from a guy named Tim. He actually got engaged on this tour. They started the fiancé visa paperwork already, so we're gonna watch what he has to say about his experience, and also we're gonna get to hear from a lady named Katherine, ID number 223990. So it's a very interesting interview to watch as well. So let's watch that, and then we're gonna get to your questions.
Hey Tim, how's it going?
Great, Ron.
Cool. So I want to know a little bit about how you were able to find AFA, a foreign affair, and how did you decide to make that decision to come on one of our tours, in this case Peru, of course.
Okay. Back home in the United States, I was trying many dating apps, and they were not successful to find a lady in my life. So I have a good friend named Alan who referred me to a gentleman named Joe, which is affiliated with AFA, and he's also a client. And he referred me to this organization. So I looked into it, started booking everything, did my homework on the different tours and the different destinations.
So you were watching some of the videos, some material that we have
I watched
already?
videos for months, possibly. Every video I could find.
Right.
Really.
And what video or what caught your attention enough that you were able to say, okay, I decided now I'm gonna go to the Peru tour?
The one separate type video, Love for Sale. I forget his name, but it featured him. Yeah, one of the clients was on a tour, a big tour on the video called Love for Sale.
Right.
And he had a good time and everything. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so because of that video, were you saying like, okay, if it was gonna be possible for him, maybe could that be possible for me? And that was make you get like, okay, I'm on board with this now?
Correct, because he was looking for traditional love like his parents did, to quote him,
Right.
and the same thing I wanted.
So now that you're talking about family and the way you will wanted this to be, so what about your family? Do they know that you are here at the agency? Do they know that you were gonna be here for the tour?
Yes. That's a challenge. I have 2 grown daughters and they look out for dear old dad, so they're gonna have to get a little more used to it. But
And what about your friends? Do your
my
friends?
friends are very supportive, excited. They gave me a little cautious advice, but they're really happy for me.
That's good. So now you have been in the country, in Peru, for a number of days so far. You have been going to the social, you're experimenting, going out with the ladies or getting to know the Peruvian ladies. So
Correct.
what is your opinion or your thoughts of the Peruvian women?
Very interesting and exciting, beautiful. It's hard to put into words, but I know at one instance I was in a nightclub, and you can get drunk and all that, but one of the girls looked out for me. She goes, "Is your phone safe? Is your wallet safe?" And stuff like that. So they sort of looked out for me. It wasn't never a dangerous type situation.
The good thing about Peruvian ladies is like you're saying, they want to take care of the men, of the guys,
Yeah.
making sure that you are okay. Not only that, but they're very traditional, they're family oriented,
Yeah.
they're very loving, affectionate, and when they find chemistry, connection with someone, they want to be there for you.
And that's the one I didn't even connect with, actually. She was just there, just,
Right, just
yeah.
making sure that everything goes okay.
Yeah, so there was nothing in it for her. She didn't have any stake in it.
Right.
But then the one I ended up with, developing a relationship, she took care of me after that.
Even more.
Yeah, one day when I was sick in the sun, I got sunburnt. The girl I chose, she took care of me that day.
Okay, now let's go a little bit over, now that you have mentioned the lady, you know her here when you came for the tour, you have met her on the first social night, now you're spending a little bit of time with her, so what made you decide, okay, I think I don't need to look at anyone else, I think I'm already made up my peace and think like this is the best decision for me. What was about her that said, okay, I think I'm comfortable and I think I'm ready to be with her?
Well, I met her at the social. I went to some nightclubs, one nightclub with her, and we went on walks, and she accompanied me to the city bus tour. And Natalie, my interpreter matchmaker, we took advantage of the 3-way conversation, and I got to know her better. But then I got a little sick. I'm not used to the hot sun. And Natalie recommended that I went back to the hotel to rest. And the girl I was with, can I say her name?
Yeah, sure.
Beta, then took care of me the rest of the day. So that's how I decided, that's how I made the decision.
Okay, so you have met Vita for some days now. You are starting to be in a relationship. So having Vita for some, getting to know her for a little bit right now, and comparing to your previous relationship, maybe from women from the States or some other places, I don't know. Do you think there is a difference between, how the ladies were before and how Vita, a Peruvian woman, is treating you now?
Yes, she's very nurturing. She has made several meals for me at her home and brought them to me on dates,
Right.
in Tupperware containers and things such as that. So, yeah.
Okay, so you are happy with her?
Yes.
Right.
I've never seen I've never dated a lady in my life that would bring meals to the date and says, make sure you put this in the refrigerator.
Right.
You know, that's something, I mean,
That's
you
cool.
know.
Hey, yeah, that's what we want. We want,
Yeah.
you know, everyone that has come to Peru with our tours and just be here. We of course we want that. We want someone to be able to connect with you, have chemistry with, and according to that, you were gonna be able to develop what it could be a relationship, possible marriage. So what would you say to the guys that are watching this video and they are like hesitating about coming to Peru because maybe they haven't heard about us, about AFA or about Peru, or they just don't know about the Latino women, the Peruvian Latino women. So what would you tell them to make sure that this could happen to them as well? You know, you were someone who didn't know before what was going to happen here. Now that you have the experience, what would you be able to say?
Peruvian women, ladies, are very nurturing and caring, but they're also exciting and romantic with a lot of passion. So it's the whole package, you know, and that's very important.
Okay, so would you say, like, if someone is watching this video, should they do it, come to our tours, get to see Peru?
They should definitely come to Peru, definitely, yes.
Okay, well, Tim, I wish that everything is gonna go okay and more than okay. Wishing a really happy good time, happiness in your future, and you are already part of the family. So, wishing that everything goes okay with you and Vida. And well, guys, this is another example of what happens here in Peru. Another successful couple. So this could happen to you as well. What you need to do is book your trips, come to Peru. You could be the next one. So see you guys till our next one. Guys, thank you.
Hi guys, this is Yanela from AFA's office here in Peru. Today I'm here with Katherine, and her ID is 223990. So Katherine, how are you?
Hi. Well, first of all, thank you for this nice opportunity. My name is Katherine. Well, I am so grateful for this nice opportunity to
In this
know
social event.
Yeah, in this social, yeah, to know more people, American people or people around the world. So I am so excited now because maybe I will meet to a nice person, a special person.
Someone
for me.
special, yeah.
I hope that.
We hope that.
Yeah.
So, Katherine, maybe you can introduce yourself about your hobbies. What do you do in your free times?
Okay. Well, again, my name is Katherine. So I am Peruvian. I was born in Cusco. So I studied tourism at university. So now I'm working for the government for the culture ministry in specific.
Okay.
So I work in Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, the
Yeah,
seven.
yeah. I am supervisor. I am responsibilities in to overseeing the services in around the Machu Picchu, for example, hotels, agencies, restaurants, or about the specific the guys in around the Machu Picchu.
Okay.
Okay, and then I love traveling. I love traveling. I love to go out of my comfortable zone. For example, to know new cultures. I love to spend my time with my friends and family too. I love to go shopping. I love music. I love to dance. So
Maybe you can teach dance.
oh no,
Yeah.
I think that maybe American people or American men didn't know
No,
dance,
how to do-
like
how to do
salsa,
that.
for example.
Yeah, maybe you can teach.
Yeah,
So
of
maybe you
course,
can.
of course. Yeah, I have the opportunity. Nice for me.
Yeah, maybe tonight.
Oh, great.
So, Catherine, tell me, this is so important about you that it's important that the men know about you, about maybe what are you, I don't know, this is so really important for you. Maybe.
Well, I would like to find a man strong first. A man strong, man lovely. I don't know, a hard worker, man who can confident with me, a special person. When I will be talking with this person, I hope to find these all things that I hope find in him.
And tell me, Catherine, sorry, that you are you interested to move to another country, or is a problem for you?
No, 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 no. Okay. When I say you, I love to know about new cultures.
Okay.
Okay, I love it. If I have the opportunity, I want to go to this person. If I find a special person, I would like to move
Are
with
you
him.
are you available to move to another country?
I don't have children. Well,
But
just I
you
have
will
my family.
you will have to do to have children.
Yeah,
Like-
of course. Maybe I have the opportunity. It's nice for me. But now, if the person that I can find didn't want have children, it's no problem for me too.
Okay, that's perfect. So tell me, what do you prefer, a foreign affair through social medias or another apps to meet people? What is this? Is
Well, I think that it's easy for me or for all people to have contact by maybe emails or another, I don't know, a specific social
medias?
medias. But I think that is more easy if I can find this person, a nice person now. I would like to communicate by any this.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. And so, Catherine, and your family know that you're sign up here and a foreign affair? And what?
Them know about this new opportunity that I have now. So they hope that today can I find a well person. I hope
We have
that
to.
they have this.
Okay,
They have this friends.
Okay, maybe you can find the special the something special tonight. So, tell me, Catherine, I have another important question. That is, what I don't know. Maybe you can tell something to the guys to come to Peru to meet the real woman like you. Maybe you can tell something.
Oh wow.
Invite to come to Peru.
Okay. Okay, oh, gentlemen, we are in Peruvian now. Peruvian women are so beautiful, are so nice. We are so pretty with our husbands. So you can hope a good future with us. And I invite you to can come in here and know these pretty ladies for you. Okay, that's nice. That's all for me.
Yeah. Well, guys, you heard Catherine, so don't wait more. Come to Peru and meet your special wife. Bye. I will see you the next time in the next interview.
Guys, welcome back to the webcast, and we are ready to start answering your questions. Let's start with the first one from Craig. Which over the years is better for non-white clients, China or Philippines? I'd suggest Philippines. It's definitely much easier to find partner in the Philippines. China, it's a little bit more challenge. It's not impossible, but I would say you're gonna get more dates in the Philippines.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, Juan, I get intro letters from a few ladies that are in their late 20s. Does this mean those ladies don't mind the age difference being I'm in mid 40s? Well, just for everybody who is watching us, we always tell this information and we have it on the website. So those intro letters your guys are getting are sent by matchmakers. So they create the letter together with the woman, but they send those letters to multiple men. And woman cannot, sometimes she might not know where those letters go, because this is the decision of the matchmaker. If the matchmaker thinks it's a good match, it might be a good match for this woman, she would send the letter. So yeah, I would say we always recommend our clients to not look at the intro letters and do their own search, because you never know. So yeah, that's basically the answer.
Johnson, I saw a tour to Malaysia next year. Only found 2 Malaysian profiles. Will Malaysia tour be like the Japan tour, where no profiles are available ahead of time? Thanks. Well, actually, we're starting a partnership with a marriage agency in Malaysia, so there should be some profiles added over the course of next year. So stay tuned. We're still, getting those profiles because everything needs to be checked, verified before we post them on the website. So it's not going to be instant, but I would say over the next few months you should see the increase of Malaysian profiles.
All right, so Ford has another question. Should I take a couple tours just for familiarity before getting the executive package? Well, tour is a part of executive package. The executive package gives you the opportunity to take the tour and to get this experience. Plus, the advantage of the executive package is that you will get your own assistant during the tour, which normal tour clients, they don't get the assistance. They have the hospitality suite where they can go and ask for any advice, but they don't have the personal assistant. So I would say there is no point for you to get the tours, especially a couple, before getting an executive package, because executive package is definitely, better, it's more beneficial. So.
Yeah, completely agree. You can attend those socials will be included in your plan, so why pay twice for that? Next question is from Ryan. It's actually will be more for Uliana. What does being traditional actually mean to Ukrainian women?
Well, if we are talking about obviously the family values, Ukrainian women are known to be very family-oriented women, and I would say being traditional, what means being traditional is probably, Ukrainian women, they always expect the man to do the first step in regards to, anything. Like when, for example, they expect the man to call first, to call for a date. They expect the man to tell her first about his feelings. Ukrainian women, they tend to be pretty reserved with that. So I would say this is part of the traditional values, because in the old times, women, they always expected men to be taking this first step in everything. So that's probably the main answer to this question would be.
And Roy is asking, how do you feel when foreigners assume Ukrainian women are submissive or overly feminine? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being overly feminine, but submissive,
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I mean, Ukrainians in general, I'm not talking about everybody because there's always exceptions to the rules, but Ukrainians are very strong inside, and they have very strong character, and they have their own opinions. So I wouldn't say that Ukrainian women would be submissive. They are good wives, they are loyal, they are family oriented, they have very good family values, but they still need respect, to be respected, and they need to be, they want their opinion to be, basically considered in anything, so I wouldn't agree with the submissive part, definitely. But overly feminine, of course. Eastern Europe in general, not just Ukrainians, but I would say Poland, Russia, Belarus. These women, they always try to take care of themselves, even when they are old. They still, they take care of their appearance, and they care how they look. So that's obviously. That's obviously the fact.
And Paul is asking, do you think Western men romanticize Ukrainian women too much?
Well, that's a good question for Western men, but
you answer that for us.
Yeah, but I won't say so. Ukrainian women are very romantic people. They like surprises. They like some, romantic dinners and stuff like that. They do expect, like I said before, they do expect men to be, to be taking these first steps, and they expect some romanticism in their relationship even after marriage. So, yeah.
Especially after marriage.
Especially.
Which brings us to the next question when Stuart's asking, how does the reality of dating Ukrainian men differ from how foreigners imagine it?
Yeah. Well, what I've heard, I mean, from my experience, because, I've talked to a lot of Americans about that, and I've heard this idea. There was a couple American men who told me that they heard that Ukrainian men are not very, like, they don't have a good behavior towards their women, and they drink a lot, and they beat up the women and stuff like that, which, I mean, obviously there is always exceptions to the rules everywhere. Everywhere can happen. This can happen in any country. But I would say, especially the new generation, like in their 30s, 20s. I would say Ukrainian men are pretty romantic, and they know how to take care of women. They know, they know they always pay for the restaurants. They know, like, all these little things, like getting the flowers for a woman, because they've already used to it. They know what Ukrainian women expect from men. So especially before marriage, they try to have this romantic candy bouquet period. After marriage it can be different. Men, they kind of like calm down that, because they understand that, okay, she's mine already, so I don't have to worry about that much anymore. But again, the reason, but if you ask me why then Ukrainian women are looking for foreign men, well, first of all, unfortunately, as you know, we have a war and we have a great shortage of men, and this is very, very sad situation. So yeah, unfortunately we're losing men every day. So that's the main reason right now for these women to be looking for foreign men.
Then the next
Alright.
question from Gio, which probably be for you as well. What are Ukrainian women proud of that foreigners rarely talk about?
Well, probably their family values, but I would say foreigners still talk about it. I mean, if I ask any American, I've talked to many clients, and they were always telling that Ukrainian women are they really respect Ukrainian women for their family values, and how much they are like family oriented. But I would say, I don't really want to talk about politics and war, but I would say we do have a big pride that we are still fighting this war, that Russia expected to take over Ukraine in 3 days, and it's been almost 4 years already, and we're still fighting, and we're still having hopes for a better future and for the end of this. So I would say it's probably our biggest pride so far. And yeah, I mean, foreigners don't talk about this much. Unfortunately, I've been in America since end of 2022, and honestly, for the last couple of years, I don't hear much, news talking about Ukraine. And unfortunately, there are still people who ask me this question of like, is the war still going and it's still happening? Like, they don't know. Again, because the social media, I mean, not social media, but news specifically, they don't talk about it that much, and they focusing on different stuff already. So yeah, a lot of people unfortunately forgot about this, but yeah, you guys are still open for donations, by the way, but we will appreciate that. All right.
Next comment is from Off the Realm. Success, Tim and Beta engaged during October 2025 Peru tour. Yes, congratulations on engagement, guys. That is awesome.
Yes, that's great.
We like to hear those stories always.
Yeah.
And Paul says, good evening, folks.
Good evening.
Blue, Paul question, I'm going to be an elf on the shelf. Well, send us the photo of the costume.
For sure,
Knowing you, it's going to be hilarious.
Right. Okay, David said, Halloween is not part of our religion, so no, dressing up is fun, yet the celebrating of the dark of the night creatures, not so. To each their own, yet it is the question. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you, like I was talking to my parents about it, and like I said before, for example, Ukrainians, they don't really celebrate this holiday, and most people are actually against this holiday because of the, religious matters, and yeah, so I totally respect that. Okay, Jeremy Steele. A lot of people joining that marriage club. AFA is the place to be. It works. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Alan says, wow, her profile doesn't say anything about English. Her English is quite good. I'm assuming he's referring to Katherine 223990, guys.
Yes.
So you can write to her.
For
For a lot
sure.
of guys, English level is a deal breaker. They want to meet a lady who already speaks English. We try to talk guys out of it because, if you meet a woman who matches everything, perfect in every way except the fact she doesn't speak English just yet, we recommend not to pass on her and, just keep your eyes open and just keep your options open and date, ladies who speak English, who don't speak English. It's not that difficult to learn English after all, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, Julian said I plan on doing Ukraine next year and then Peru. I have never been to Peru.
Peru is a great destination, as you can see, but how do you know you're not going to be married after your first tour to Ukraine? Like when
Yes.
guys planning all this.
Yeah, you should think positively, yes. So hopefully, yeah, in Ukraine you will find your soulmate. So you're definitely welcome to come. But yeah, Peru, I'm excited to go there as well. I've never been there yet either. So yeah.
Steve, one second. Steve, why do you charge to read intro letters when they're not even sent by the lady? Well, again, the intro letters are meant to attract attention to the lady's profile. You don't have to open it, and that's why it's cheaper, because regular letter is $9.99, but intro letters are discounted rate at $5.95. So it's like half price. So again, you totally don't have to open it. You can just write to the lady directly.
Yeah.
Julian, I have a question, please. I'm talking to a lady in Kiev. She's 38, I'm 56. Would you matchmaker say this would work, or is the age gap too large to work? I'd say it depends.
Yeah, I
on
wouldn't
so
say
many
it's
factors.
too big of an age difference. I mean, at this stage, again, for example, if she was 18 and you were 36, that would have been a question, but you guys both are mature. She has a past, you have a past. It's totally different. And yeah, you have a little bit less than 20 years. It's pretty possible. I know couples in Ukraine who met not through like agency or anything like that, and they had even like over 20 years difference, and they are completely happy and love each other. So you never know. And I mean, if you're talking, if you feel the connection, both of you feel the connection. I'm not sure if you have met yet, but obviously the real meeting will give you perspective for the future. But I would say, yeah, it's a good chance for you guys. So yeah, you should try. You should try and see how you both feel about it.
Do you want to do the next one?
Okay, Jeremy, Slavic women are the most beautiful in the world, hands down. Yes, I am biased, obviously, but their beauty is unrivaled. Thank you. That's very nice to hear.
All right, ship to you. How would you describe the balance between career and family that Ukrainian women want today?
How would you describe the balance between career and the balance? I mean, Ukrainian women always found balance between career and family. I mean, I'm even like looking at my family, for example. My mom, she finds balance between work. She works full time and she still takes care, took care of me until I obviously moved, and takes care of my dad. I mean, Ukrainian women, they always find balance between that. And it's just part, I would say it's just genetically, it's always been like that. Ukrainian women were always trying to do something, not just, of course, again, I'm not talking about everybody, some women, they like to sit at home and be housewives and just take care of the family and not working. But I would say most Ukrainian women, they do balance between family and work, and they somehow they find time to work and still take care of themselves, to take care of their family, kids, husbands, and cook and clean the house. But of course they expect the help from their husbands. So yeah, you should definitely remember that she does expect the help, and she can't take care of everything. And even though, unfortunately, if we are talking about older generations of Ukrainian men, this is my opinion, that Ukrainian men has always, as again, older generations, they were always very dependent on women. And they were kind of used to the fact that woman was taking care of everything and work still. And right now, in 21st century, younger generations, men are a little bit more independent now. Again, I'm talking about Ukrainian men. They became a little bit more independent. So, sometimes they can cook something, sometimes they can help her out at the kitchen or at the house. So I guess right now, nowadays in 21st century, like the household chores and everything is kind of divided. But yeah, still, Ukrainian women are still genetically kind of used to the balance everything.
Jeremy says if they're drinking constantly and hitting their women, I don't consider that taking care of them. But who told you that the Ukrainian men drinking constantly hitting their women?
Yeah, it's not true. It was I was talking about that, I heard this idea from a couple of American men, that somebody told him probably that, Ukrainian men were hitting their women and drinking, but that's definitely not true. I mean, most men are pretty hardworking, and and they take care of their women, and they know how to take care of them, and they do all this romantic stuff still. But yeah, I mean, again, right now we have a war, so we have a big shortage of men. That's why so many Ukrainian women are in search and looking for foreigners.
And in those cases, with alcohol and domestic abuse, it happens in every country. Of
Yeah.
course, they have them
Definitely.
in Ukraine, so it wouldn't be true to say, "Oh, it never happened ever." But there are some cases of that. So in this country or any other country in the world.
Yes. Okay. So I worry I can't afford the lifestyle a Ukrainian girl expects, especially if she's from Odessa or Kyiv. I'm a modest guy, do well enough to live comfortably, but my lifestyle probably wouldn't match the energy of those cities. Well, those are big cities, of course, and I would say majority probably of all these beautiful looking, model looking women, they do expect the high maintenance lifestyle. But again, we can't say that about all the women, in Kyiv, for example, or even in Odessa. Both cities, they have a lot of women, a lot of people in general who come from smaller towns, from smaller, from villages and smaller towns, trying to make money to get some kind of opportunities. Because again, these two cities are the most popular cities in Ukraine, except for Lviv. Lviv is also pretty popular too, but it's western part. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely two most main destinations for foreigners to come. It's always been like that before the war, before COVID. Most of tourists were coming to these two cities. So yeah, these two cities are big, but again, you should understand that a lot of women, they still have really basic standard of living. The lifestyle is really normal. And like I said, a lot of Ukrainian women are coming from smaller towns and from villages to go work in bigger cities like Kyiv and Odessa for just better opportunities. So yeah, I mean, again, we can't say about everything. We can't tell this about all the women.
And Steve says, I find Ukrainian and Malaysian girls better than others. Well, can't really comment much on Malaysian girls because I haven't been to Malaysia and we don't have enough profiles on the website for me to make an opinion. But
yeah, again, thank you for complimenting Ukrainian women.
Scott says, they say the age floor is half your age plus 7. If you're 56, then 56 divided by 2 plus 7 equals 35. You shouldn't go lower than 35 years of age for a partner. If your lady is 38, it should be okay. Well,
yeah.
Apply math, yeah.
That's how I view it too. That's how I Actually, yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Like, for example, I work with executive clients, and I had two executive clients. They both were 56 years old. And yeah, I mean, I was always considering the profiles of like higher than 35, exactly 35 years old and higher, which, my opinion, it gives you better chance to find somebody like mature, and somebody serious. Because those who are younger, they might have never been married before, they don't have kids, they probably expect a little bit less of age difference. And those men who have no past as well, it's kind of also important for certain women. So yeah, so I agree on that statement for sure.
Morgan says, thank you ladies for the show. Please note the sound is very low for some reason compared to the start. Maybe on my side. Either way, appreciate all the answers. Have a blessed day. Well, thank you for watching, Morgan.
Yeah, we'll try to stay closer to the microphone. Okay. Julian, please pass on my thanks to the ladies. I very much appreciate this advice. Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Paul says, the half your age plus 7 won't work in Ukraine. If you're the same age as her father, forget it.
I mean, again, it's my opinion, but yeah, like if you're the age of her father, that's definitely kind of weird. It's gonna be, I mean, again, there's always exceptions to the rules, but yeah, the odds are very low that she will be interested.
Greg's asking, whatever happened to Bud Patterson? Well, he lives a happy life in Wisconsin. He got tired of Arizona weather, I guess. No, he's doing good. He's doing good. But yeah, he just decided to, proceed with different career in different fields. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Nice, Nike. I'm not sure how to nice. Ukrainian women are industrious and hardworking. That's very nice. Yes, that's true.
Of course, she has to take care of the family, because usually the responsibility of most of the family tasks are on women.
On women, that's true. And again, I mean, if we're talking about not single women, but just women, Ukrainian women in general, especially nowadays during the war when their husbands are fighting, they have to basically rely only on themselves. And most of them, they have kids, so they have to take care of the kids, of the house, of everything, and take care of financial situation in the family as well. So yeah, that's unfortunately the reality nowadays in Ukraine for most of women.
Waiting for more questions to
All
load.
right.
So would you recommend you guys to travel to Ukraine right now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have tons of people going to Ukraine. We have
I'm going.
Yeah, she's going. I mean, I'm going every year. Unfortunately, this year I couldn't get there. I just didn't have a possibility. But I go visit my family. I still have everybody there, like all my family, my parents, my friends, my relatives. So I visit every year, every summer, whenever I can. People live life there for almost 4 years of the war, of the full-scale war. And yeah, in those cities like Kyiv and Odessa, that you were watching the news, of course, you can see how bad of the situation sometimes it can be there. But again, if you're cautious, if you react on the air raid alerts, and if you're just basically being careful, yeah, it's definitely worth going. I mean, you will definitely enjoy the social events there. It's always been fun. I mean, I used to translate in so many social events before COVID, and I've been probably to like hundreds of them, and I can tell you that it's worth visiting. And even just in general, spending a couple days there, dating those women, visiting all these places. By the way, Ukraine is the only country that is in the war and still has all the services and provides all the services. So that's basically the other thing I'm proud of of my country, that yeah, we still provide all the services. Of course, I mean, if we're talking about like theaters or cinemas, in case of air raid alert, they stop the performances completely, and they ask everybody to go to the bomb shelter. Of course, for safety reasons. But again, if there is no air raid alert, everything is working. There is a curfew, but I think it starts 11 or 12. So by the time you definitely back to hotel anyways, so you don't have to worry about that. You will definitely enjoy the service, the restaurants, the cuisine. The food is really good, and we have all kinds of cuisines in Kyiv and in Odessa especially. You probably should definitely, if you will have a chance, if you have an opportunity, you still should go to western part of Ukraine. It's a little bit more quiet there in terms of alerts and stuff. And Lviv, for example, Lviv city is a destination to go because it's very, very beautiful city. It's a cultural center of Ukraine. So I highly recommend it. It's very westernized city. The architecture there is very beautiful. The tradition in general, like you will sense this Ukrainian culture just walking around in the city. So I definitely would recommend, if you have a chance to go, you should go.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my colleagues who just returned from Ukraine. Like yesterday, he's still jet lagged, but he was saying that it's amazing how much life is in Ukraine. The restaurants are full, everything is everything goes normal. Yes, you can hear some air sirens in the background, here and there, but everything else, like people live their normal life as normal as it can be given the situation.
Definitely, Ukrainian people, they try to stay positive because you have to. There is no other choice. Otherwise, you just go crazy because people try to live their life, and they, war gave so much, perspective on their life in general, and just the idea that you should live life to the fullest and you should enjoy every day. And that's what Ukrainians are trying to do. They go to restaurants, they go to different shows, cinemas, performances, and they just trying to live their best life because you never know. It's the war. You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So definitely, the life is great. even considering the war, all the services are available in Ukraine, so everything is available. So it's definitely worth going and visiting.
Felix, how do you feel when people call Ukrainian women more feminine than women in other countries? I don't feel great.
Yeah, I feel great.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, not only Ukrainian women, just in general, Eastern European women, they just genetically always try to take care of themselves, even when they are, I'm especially proud of those old ladies in their 70s, 80s, that she's still she's hardly walking, but she's still wearing high heels, she's still wearing the dress, she's still wearing manicure, makeup, and she's still looking beautiful even in her 80s. She has gray hair, but she still is beautiful. So that's that's definitely in our blood, is just to always take care of ourselves. And we feel great about this compliment for sure.
Julian, everything has a start, middle, and end, and the war will end. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah, we're praying for that for sure.
A question from Tanner. Some guy recently told me that there was a lot of unrest in the Philippines. Is this affecting seaboard Davao, or was just exaggerated for a story? Well, the first time I hear about it, none of my Filipino co-workers shared that, so none of our offices said anything, so everything is going as scheduled.
No, I've heard only in couple, certain islands, they had earthquake and stuff like that, but in these big cities, we never heard anything from our office managers or staff. Nobody complained. So I would say it's pretty safe to go there.
Yeah, I'm sure they would tell us if there is something going on, so we could at least, at the very least, warn you guys. But no, never heard anything.
Yeah.
And Bruce, what's one stereotype about Ukrainian women you secretly find amusing or completely false? That's a tough one, I guess, too.
It's a tough one. Secretly find amusing.
Well, I guess that, some people were saying the Ukrainian women are submissive.
Oh yes, that's definitely something. That's something new. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I wouldn't say submissive because, like I said, most women, they have their own opinion, and they're not afraid to speak that opinion. And they obviously expect men to respect them and respect their opinion. And I would even say, you know, again, for like speaking about older generation, like for example my parents, I'm 30 and they're like in their 50s, I would say a lot of women are actually ruling the ruling the family, honestly. So I would say it's probably even opposite, but again, I'm talking about older generation. Right now it's probably like 50-50. So yeah.
David is asking, if I want to meet a lady in Ukraine that lives in Kryvyi Rog, where would the meeting take place? Is it very difficult to get to the city? Is it bus, train? Well, yeah, you can get there. You can get there, although I mean, I probably would recommend maybe meet in Kiev or Odessa just for your logistical purposes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, if she's open to meet with you in Kiev, you could just cover her travel expenses, and you know, and she would gladly come. But again, if she, for some reasons, she cannot come, you know, you can always take a train or a bus from Kiev. It's not from what I remember, it's like it's overnight, I think, or you can take intercity train, which like leaves early in the morning, and it's like probably like 7 hours, 7 to 10 maximum. So yeah, I mean, most of our trains is either overnight, so you just hop in and sleep, and so it's pretty fast. The time goes by really quick. Or it can be the intercity train, which leaves early in the morning, like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and then you come there by afternoon, so that's also an option. Also a bus is an option as well. It's even better option, I would say. In terms of looking for tickets, you would easier find the bus ticket than the train. But again, if you're getting it ahead of time, then you won't have a problem. But for you, logistically, it would be easier to just cover her travel expense and have her come to Kyiv. So, okay, Steve, I'm talking to a lady who is an editor in the Kyiv Independent, and she has been assigned to a contract to be in the war zone for reporting.
Hopefully she'll stay safe.
Hopefully she stays safe, yeah. That's, these reporters, we had many bad cases as well, but yeah, hopefully she's safe.
J-Boy is asking, hi, is there any support a member can ask from AFA if in Kiev during the tour, yet not part of the tour? They're on my own. Yes, unfortunately, we really can't do much help. The reason is we're a bit short staff, and so I have only three staff members working with guys of the whole group, and imagine taking their time away from the guys is just physically impossible. They're in the war room, as we call it, and in that conference room, they're from 9 to 7 in the evening, just scheduling dates for guys. So I don't know, it will be really, really hard to accommodate. But reach out to us. I mean, maybe we can figure something out. Maybe we can, assign somebody else that's not part of the Kiev staff. Maybe somebody else can coordinate something remotely. So you can shoot me a message. My email is travel@lovememail.com. travel@lovememail.com. Well, tell me what you're trying to arrange and see what we can do about it.
Yeah. Just reach out to us. Maybe we can find somebody who's not from Kyiv, and we can maybe do something. Maybe find someone. So it's definitely maybe the case. Yeah.
That was our last question for tonight.
Yes, it was our question. Yeah, that was last question. But you guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a pleasure, as always. I'm sure you guys got a lot of good information.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to participate. It's not very often, but I'll try to do my best and to participate more often and to help Anna out a little bit. Make it a little bit more entertaining and give you more answers about Ukraine. But it was a pleasure.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Monday.
Thank you.